Community to Community's vision is development with dignity. No shame, no pity. We amplify dignity and progress led by the people of Petit Guave. In a world too often defined by headlines, something incredible is happening. Communities here don't just survive, they are working hard to thrive. Community to Community is working with the people of Petit Guave to restore vital resources. A much-needed canal is built one hand at a time. Roads are carved into a mountain with simple tools, bringing safe passage to their children and elders. This is development with dignity. And while access to continuous healthcare is saving lives, trees planted today will nourish future generations. Each person is building, planting, and teaching. We are not the heroes. You are. The person willing to support this movement and say, yes, I want to be a restorer of dignity. Join Community to Community.
Bonsoir and bienvenue. Hello and welcome back to the Restoring Dignity with C2C podcast. I'm your host, Mariolène. I am the fire starter and CEO of C2C Haiti, where we are creating self-sufficient communities by working with the community. This is development with dignity. When you support this mission, this vision, this work, you are not standing on the outside looking in. You are part of the story. You move from being a spectator of the work to a participant in the work. Your giving makes lasting impact. I encourage you to visit c2chaiti.org to learn more and join us. I invite you to be a part of something much greater than yourself. If this is your first time joining us, welcome to the C2C family. This is a space built on honesty, dignity, and real community. And today, we have a lot to cover together. I am so glad, though, that you are here today. And again, if this is your first time joining us, welcome to the C2C Haiti family. This is our monthly space to come together, hear directly from our partner communities on the ground, and stay centered on the work and connected to the people who make it possible. July had a lot going on. And if you're on planet Earth, I'm sure you can relate to what I'm saying. There's a lot going on. And I pray that if you are having a lot going on in your life right now, I pray that you get moments of peace, opportunities to just sit and be still and know and breathe. And I pray that God gives you that peace that surpasses all understanding in the middle of all of this. And just like yesterday when I woke up and the sky was just pitch black, it seemed like it was more like 9 p.m. than 6 a.m. And then it's like the heavens opened and torrential downpour was falling. And it felt like, okay, go back to bed. This day's canceled. And it rained for a long time. I happen to love the rain, but it looked like it was raining at night. What was amazing was that within an hour, it went from pitch darkness to gray to the sun peeking out of the clouds, and then beautiful day. I looked at the trees and they looked like broccoli because they were so saturated with water. And they're clearly happy out there, and I'm happy for them. And I thought to myself, if I had made a decision based on how bad it looked outside at 6 a.m. in the morning, I would have missed all this beautiful sunshine that came out at noon. And that's a Haitian proverb. Eventually, the rain will stop. So we make our decisions for where we're going and not where we are. And August is here, and this month is carrying a lot too. There is weight, there is horror, and there's real hope. We're going to hold both together today. Let's get into it. I want to start by acknowledging what happened this week, because many of us felt it like we'd been punched in the chest. Haitian immigrants in Ohio showed up to a mandatory ICE check-in appointment because of the TPS ruling that recently happened. They brought their documents like they were asked, and they left wearing ankle monitors. They were restricted to a 75-mile radius of their homes. And if they chose that they did not want the monitor, they were offered $2,600 and deportation. I want you to hear that. Either walk around with an ankle monitor, trapped within 75 miles of where you live, or deportation. I want to be clear that these people that I am speaking of are not criminals. These are parents, brothers, sisters, working people, neighbors, people who have been living legally in this country, paying taxes, raising children, caring for their communities. One community leader in Ohio said it plainly: this is modern day shackling. And I agree with that. I repeat, these people are not criminals. They are parents, working people, your neighbors who've been living legally in this country and are being treated as though they are criminals. Imagine if you or someone you love were being treated this way. How would that make you feel? This is the horror. And we will not pretend otherwise. An ankle monitor has always been used for people who have broken the law, people who are under criminal supervision. That is what it has always been for. And now ICE has repurposed these ankle monitors for Haitians, for Haitian families who've done nothing wrong. The indignity that is involved in this, the shame, the fear that people feel to go to work, to go to the store, when they don't know when these folks are going to jump out of a van to grab them. Their children are afraid to go to school. Again, I ask you, in your humanity, how would you feel? What would you say to your child when they're telling you they're afraid that they're going to be snatched when they go to school? This is not okay. And we're not going to pretend that it is. But here's what I also know, that there are always more good people in the world than there are bad people. It's simple, but it is true and it is profound. It just sometimes feels the other way around because the bad folks get all the press, it seems. But here's what's also true. Sometimes the good people get press too. Like these folks in Blue Ash, Ohio. According to MSN news reports, hundreds of residents of Blue Ash have taken to the streets to get into good trouble by protesting against the inhumane treatment of their neighbors. Community leaders, attorneys, advocates, and faith communities across the country are showing up. I am saying thank you to all the allies who are not just coming to support. I appreciate every single person who is reading, who is getting the context of all of this, who is reading the history of Haiti, who is understanding that Haitians have been in America way before 2026, that it was a Haitian man who founded Chicago, that it was because of the war that Napoleon waged on behalf of France to keep us enslaved in Haiti, that we roused him so much and he spent so much money battling enslaved people that he had to sell the middle swath of America, considered at that time Louisiana, in order to continue paying for this war. So I feel confident in letting you know that America would not be America if it was not for Haiti, who's fought in its wars. This is not the way you treat people who show up for you. So I want to say thank you to the people of Blue Ash, Ohio. Nobody had to tell them to do this. This is the right thing to do. This is a problem that has a solution. Show up. And this administration has every opportunity, and all the local and national governmental bodies have an opportunity to make this right. We cannot tell people to keep coming here, all you're tired, all you're hungry. We cannot keep talking about the American dream, and then this is how we treat people when they come here. If this treatment was being done to Americans overseas, that's it. There is no way the Americans would put up with this. So I am, every opportunity I get to inform people, to educate people, to understand that this little narrative that you're getting about the immigrants are stealing your jobs and the immigrants are eating children and stealing from the doles and living free, getting free benefits. None of this is true. The truth of the matter is, we're the ones who are picking up all the strawberries in these farms at 2 o'clock in the morning. We are doing the jobs that no one else will do. That is the truth. And I include my Hispanic brothers and sisters in this too, because I see them every day out here doing all the landscaping in my neighborhood and all of the home health aides, the majority of which are Haitian and or Caribbean. So I implore you, to be ignorant means you do not know. So to be dumb means you do know and you don't care. So if you're ignorant and you do not understand what's going on, follow us, because we're going to keep you educated so that you can make good decisions. But this information is all over the internet. You can learn about Haiti's history, Haiti's contributions, and you can become an enlightened person so that you can speak intelligently about what's going on and what this is really about. The racism, the anti-immigrant rhetoric. But this whole country is being built by that, by immigrants. So again, thank you to the people in Blue Ash. Thank you to the community leaders. Thank you to the allies. Thank you for the people that know the difference between right and wrong. And for the folks who are directly being impacted with this, who would rather go to work, who would rather drop off your kids to school, who would rather just continue living in your home, paying your mortgage, paying your taxes. We are gathering all the resources that we can. The hotlines are active, help is available, and we will keep sharing resources as long as our community needs them. I encourage you to take a screenshot of what is on the screen right now, and please share this information with those who need it. If your neighbor or someone you love or you need support, call the NYC Immigration Legal Support Hotline at 1-800-354-0365. It's free, confidential, and available in Haitian Creole. And also visit C2C Haiti's, our website, c2chaiti.org, for more information. I'll put the link in the comments right now so that you can see there's an article there to really explain what is going on and how you can help and how you can support and how you can get the word out. For those impacted, please do not make decisions based on fear. There are more for us than are against us. So don't make decisions based on fear or rumors. Reach out to trusted organizations and know that you are not alone. I am grateful for those who are on the front lines of this fight. We stand with you, and we will continue to support you and direct people to you so that you can help as many people as possible. Despite this horror, I am a person who is an optimistic realist, is what I call myself. The hope I have is eternal, so no one can take that away from me. I will always hope, always, because the one in whom lies my hope is eternal. And I believe that everything is going to work out for good. And maybe we need to go through this to get there. Maybe it is that this is an opportunity for people to evolve and raise up to their best selves. This is an opportunity for you to do right. This is an opportunity for you to show your children who you are and how you would handle a situation like this. So there is a symbol in, I believe it is in Chinese culture, that the word itself stands for danger and opportunity. And I lean in on that because we are, as Haitians, as immigrants, we are in danger. But this is an excellent opportunity for people not to look at their nationality, but to look at their humanity, because that's what we all are, human. And if we look at that, we would love our neighbor as we love ourselves. That is what I'm practicing, and that's what I'm encouraging you to do. And speaking of neighbors, I want to take you to our neighbors in Petit Guave, because while all of this is happening here, something important is growing there. After Hurricane Melissa in October of 2025, our communities in Petit Guave faced something that went beyond the immediate damage. The land itself was no longer protecting them. Oh, I just want to say thank you to the folks who are commenting online. I appreciate the encouragement and I appreciate you all being here. It means a lot to me. After this hurricane, the land was no longer protecting the community. Years of deforestation and erosion had turned once productive hillsides into ravines that channeled destructive floodwaters directly into the communities below it. We saw that again with Hurricane Melissa. And we knew how to respond, because this ain't our first time around this rodeo. This is what it looks like when the river is raging. And when there is no barriers, it overflows. And there are a lot of people, what you can't see in this footage is that there are a lot of people's homes that are coming right up to the bank of the river. And for some people, this river is also a source of income for them. But there's no barricades. There's nothing that stops it from overflowing, which living in here in New York, y'all know what I'm talking about. Whenever it rains, we know exactly how good or bad infrastructure is in any country that you live in. So when you see the flooding, some of us remember Hurricane Sandy. Some of us remember people whose basements got flooded and lost their lives because they couldn't get out. The water is not a respecter of persons. The flood is not a respecter of persons. The flood doesn't know if you are American or Haitian or Hispanic or woman, a female or male or child. The landslide does not care about that. That is when we know we're all the same. But since C2C has done this since Hurricane Matthew, Hurricane Maria, multiple hurricanes, we knew how to respond. Not just with emergency relief, but emergency response, because we had emergency preparedness. This is something that's lasting. So C2C Haiti and our in-country partner, APHD, are launching the La Digue Watershed Restoration and Flood Risk Reduction Initiative. This is a 10-month community-led initiative. It will restore 400 hectares of degraded hillsides. It will stabilize vulnerable ravines using stone structures, vegetative barriers, and erosion control techniques. So thousands of native trees, fruit trees, bamboo, vetiver grass, and napier grass will be planted to rebuild healthy ecosystems and improve soil stability. Approximately 9,000 residents will benefit directly, including more than 5,500 women and girls. APHD will also institute a Cash for Work program and will provide temporary employment with priority given to female head of households, widows, and families experiencing food insecurity. This is not a program that is being done to the community. This is the community leading their own recovery, being the architects of their solutions. Every tree planted, every ravine stabilized, every farmer trained. This is development with dignity, y'all. This is what this looks like. And along with that, I'm happy to report that our Women's Microfinance and Economic Development initiative is also moving forward. So the video you're watching now is the ladies who were in the trauma healing training. And some of these very ladies are also going to be involved in the Women's Micro Enterprise. So this connects directly to what I've just shared, because the land protects the community and the women sustain it. And for too long, the women in our Mountainside Partner community have been locked out of the resources they need to build. No access to credit, no microloans, no financial institutions nearby. And that exclusion does not just limit income, it limits safety. When a woman has no independent economic foundation, she cannot leave a dangerous situation. She cannot cover her children's school fees. She can only survive. That is what we are organizing against. That is why we're organizing with them for a better life, for a way out, for a path forward. Through our Women's Microfinance and Economic Empowerment Program, 60 women will receive low-interest microloans of $400 each, business management training delivered in Haitian Creole, and monthly peer solidarity groups that provide accountability and mutual support. The loans will be managed through a community revolving fund administered by APHD, so that when each woman repays, the next woman gets her chance. This program was not designed for the community. It was designed by the community. And APHD conducted the needs assessments. And the women themselves identified financial exclusion as their most urgent barrier. And together, we built a response that honors that. This is what development with dignity looks like in practice. I see you, Lori. Thank you. Lori Nicholas is one of our team members. And she put, I am proud to be a part of the community to community initiative, restoring dignity with families. Yes, ma'am. One of the things we are most proud of C2C is that our transparency. What we're doing, we want you to see it. We want you to see. When you look at the videos, you most likely will not see us C2C team members. You are going to see the people. You're going to hear from them in their own voice the work that they created, the programs and initiatives they created, that they're involved in, that they give feedback on. This is not a handout. This is a hand up. Because the goal is, there will come a time where Betsy Guava is not going to need us anymore. Our Mountainside Partner community won't need us anymore because they will have become self-sufficient. If you're excited about what I'm saying, I'm excited about it, and I know Lori is. If you want to support this work, you can give today. Join us at c2chaiti.org. Every dollar helps fund a loan, a training, a peer group meeting, and a woman's ability to build her own future on her own terms. And for the women listening out there, and I'll say the men too, if you've ever been in a situation where financially you had to depend on someone else, you know how that makes you feel. That you can't control your coming and your going. You can't cover your expenses. Being in financial bondage is one of the hardest things a person can go through. And if you are a parent, it is even harder when you have to say no to your children a lot. And you know they don't understand money and finances, but it must break your heart that you have to tell them no when they ask you for something that you would love to give to them. Giving the folks in these communities a pathway out through entrepreneurship is the best pathway out. Because after that, they will not only not need us, they're going to hire other people. This is what I'm looking forward to seeing. Before I close, I want to take a moment to celebrate our partners at the New York Birdies Golf Club on a truly successful 2026 Birdies Golf Club tournament. The Birdies did a great job, and I'm so grateful that they invited me to come to their closing luncheon on the last day, on Friday, July 31st. And listen, they're just a great group of people and a wonderful group of guys. So I just want to shout them out. I want to shout out Emil Sudlow, Orville Sudlow, their leader, Craig. Craig, I'm sorry. I don't know why I don't know your last name. Don't be mad. And their VP, Conway Rampasad. As I said before, there are way more good people in the world than there are bad people. So make sure you surround yourself with good people so that you will have hope. I'm grateful for their generosity this year because of their support of the C2C Golf Classic. So it only made sense to go to theirs, right? And their continued support of everything we're building together, especially the Health and Wellness Center that will serve these 1,200 families on the mountain. So shout out to everyone who came out, who supported them, who came to golf, who came to lunch, who played, who gave, who showed up. So we're looking forward to next year. So now y'all have 2 golf events you can put on your calendar for 2027. The C2C Golf Classic and the New York Birdies, right? So there you go. I'm happy that you were here today. I hope that you learned something. I hope that you saw something in here that moved or stirred you to want to join the C2C team, myself, our people on the ground, our communities that we support, to be a part of something greater than yourself. So one more thing before I go. This week was really challenging for one of our C2C Haiti family members. One of our community stakeholder association leaders took ill and had a medical emergency. We are grateful to share that they are doing much better. There's not time enough in this segment for me to tell you everything that happened, but it was a masterclass in what is going on right now and why this Health and Wellness Center is so important and why us staying together and us focused on hope is so important. I will have the full story and a complete update at a future live. I just ask you to keep our partner communities and the leaders in those communities, please keep them in your prayers. Before I let you go, I want to share 3 things you can do to move from being a spectator to a participant in this work. Number 1, give. This is fertile ground where you can plant good seeds and you will see them grow. You will see the results on your investment. So go to c2chaiti.org and donate. 2, you can become a C2C Neighbor monthly donor. I'm one. I have been a C2C Neighbor since 2014 when we launched the C2C Neighbor campaign, because I will never ask anyone to do something for C2C that I'm not willing to do. Your monthly giving goes to planning for hurricane season that we're in right now, paying our teacher stipends, helping our farmers with seedlings, and training, as well as goat replacement, purchasing medicine, just the day-to-day that having annual events may not cover. So there are about 30 to 35 C2C neighbors now, and our goal is to get to 50 by the end of this year. If you are a C2C neighbor watching right now, think about 3 to 5 people that when you share your heart with them about C2C would become a C2C neighbor. One of the New York birdies, several of them are also C2C neighbors, came up to me and said, I see the work that you all are doing. I want to increase my giving. That made my heart glad. That not based on me, but in seeing the work, he wanted to contribute more because he sees where his monthly giving is going. And if you become a C2C Neighbor monthly donor, you'll see the same. Every gift at any level fuels this work. Number 3, share this recording, especially if you know someone navigating through the TPS decision, let it reach them. And if you know someone who is interested in supporting a cause that they can see the return on their investment. Because I know that people often are like, well, I don't want to give because I don't know if the money's going to reach the people, or I heard a lot of bad things about what's going on in Haiti, et cetera, et cetera. You, C2C neighbor, you, C2C team member, you, follower of C2C who knows us and knows our work, you are officially a C2C ambassador. You can take the message out to your network, your community, and let them know, hey, I'm giving. And I've been giving for months, for years. And I can tell you, this is good ground. This is solid ground. Coming from you, it will be much more credible than coming from me. That's why it's called community to community and not Marie-Hélène to Marie-Hélène, because people make the world go round. Number 3, I think I was saying, follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram, and turn on your notifications so you'll never miss a conversation. For me, this community, the one on the mountain and the one right here in these comments, thank you, Lori. Keep me going every single week. Thank you for being here. Comme nous dit Haïti, mais en pile chai palou. As we say in Haiti, many hands make the load lighter. Thank you. Merci. Merci en pile. Thank you for being here. Thank you for caring about Haiti. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for caring about dignity, y'all. This is a season where we need to remember the dignity of people. Treat people how you want to be treated. With dignity. Thank you for caring about what it means to build community. Meampil Shai Palu. With many hands, the load is lighter. You're welcome, Lori. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate you. I will see you next time. Merci un pile encore, and bon Dieu béni. Thank you again. May God bless you. Bye-bye.